We've been with Asset Plus now for about 8 months, and I guess one of the things, or a couple of the things that I've noticed that they do really well, that really strike a chord with us as investors are, I guess the first one's communication. We went through the really bad storm period in Brisbane, I think it was earlier this year, and that was pretty complex with insurance claims, and we had a tenant moving out and one moving in, or we hoped one would be moving in, but the place was in disrepair. And they were just really fantastically supportive through that entire period, and the communication that came with using them was just really exceptional. So I was really impressed because we hadn't been with them very long when that happened. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why we're really impressed so far. We've got 4 properties that are managed by Asset Plus at the moment, and they're our sole property management company. We don't use anybody else, and we have, since we were with them, well, we went across to them with 3 properties, and we were so impressed with the management service that we got that only about 2 months ago we acquired another property, and no hesitation at all, we just took the property straight to Asset Plus. And we had a different agent look after us with this 4th property, and he too was really exceptional, gave great service, and sorted us with a tenant really quickly, and really listened when we were talking about the potential rent and that crossover period between sale and tenancy, and moving the tenants out that were already in the property. He was just really helpful and a really good communicator through that period. So yeah, we'd strongly recommend them because of all those things. The things that Asset Plus do best for us include an efficient online system when it comes to statements and invoices and all of that sort of, I guess, documenty type of thing. They use an online service that's really easy to navigate and really efficient. They communicate regularly and at really critical times, and they're happy to talk to you, and they're really accessible. So I get quick replies on emails, I get phone calls straight away, and when you're, particularly if you're juggling a couple of properties, that's really useful, and working full time at the same time. So that's really helpful, and I feel like they've got a really vested interest in our properties and everything working efficiently. I have recommended Asset Plus to other friends who are also property investors, and I'd have no hesitation in recommending them, largely because of all those things: efficiency, good communication, and they seem to have a handle on the market, because the rental market is very different to sales, property management's very different to sales, and from the point of view of somebody who has a couple of properties, it's really apparent that they're on top of those things. So, and they've been recommended to us by friends who are real estate agents. So, when you're getting recommendations from other investors as well as agents, then you must be doing something right. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend them. One thing that I think is a bit unique about Asset Plus is that we did have a sole point of contact for all of our properties, and we never really got juggled around when we rang to speak to somebody, or even emailing. It was one point of contact, and I found that really useful because it's just a lot more direct, and nothing gets lost in translation between people. So that one point of contact is really quite unique about them. One of the things that's reassuring about Asset Plus is, I guess, they have a breadth of capability, I guess, so they can transition you from the purchase of a property through insurance claims, body corporate issues, right through into leasing arrangements, organising tenancies, obviously swapping over tenancies. And we haven't had a sale yet, but I would imagine they can probably transition you into the sale of a property as well. So yeah, they're very, they're broad in their approach, and I guess they're flexible as well, which is always an asset, I think, when you're, hence Asset Plus, when I think you're property managing. If you can be flexible, that's very useful to a client. Efficient, effective, and yeah, good communication. Not really one word, but